clearly Georgian Dream now, well, when they ban these parties, it may take few months. So they will cross the red line, and Georgia will become, this will be the final touch of Georgia becoming or transferring from electoral democracy into electoral dictatorship or electoral autocracy.
Or maybe to hybrid democracy to authoritarian system.
Yeah, electoral democracy means hybrid democracy. Because this electoral democracy, for example, Turkey is an electoral democracy, or was until, but still is. Still is. But again, well, difference is that when the elections is used for by the public to change who is in power, that is electoral democracy.
Yeah, but not in Georgia.
Right. But now, from now on, elections, whatever they are going to be or whenever they are going to be, it is going to be to reinforce the power that is in government. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is effectively making Georgia another Belarus or Azerbaijan or whatever, Russia. That's one thing, so what we need to bear in mind. Second thing is that instead of concentrating on what is happening, I think we need to think why it is happening. So, and I think that there are two angles there, like the short term and the long term. In short run, I believe that Georgian Dream needs another election to get constitutional majority. If you leave everything like it is now, and the parties as they are, no matter how weak they are, still, if they hold elections tomorrow, it will be challenge to get constitutional majority if the parties unite on the other side. So to get it done, I think what Georgian Dream is trying to do, to effectively ban those parties and then conduct elections to get constitutional majority, take this the Article 78 out of Constitution, as Russians are demanding, I believe, and then in the longer run already to repopulate the political landscape by the parties that are not necessarily friendly to them, but that pose no threat in the foreseeable future to the Georgian Dream. So this is the aim, I think, that why they are doing it. As for the response from the opposition, I don't think there is either right or wrong response, assuming that they parties individually do it. Exactly the same way, in the run-up of the 4th of October elections, there was no right or wrong decision whether to participate or boycott. Mm-hmm. The wrong was both providing that individually parties would make this decision. Mm-hmm. Okay? If there was joint boycott, that would be the right decision. If there was joint participation, that would have been the right decision. Exactly the same way. When Georgian Dream is abolishing parties, and let's bear in mind that when you are banned on the paper, you are in a better situation than those who are not on the paper, because they are also abolished.
Yeah, they are not recognized.
Yeah, they are not. They don't need to be on the paper to be abolished. When they are not on the paper, that is even worse.
Exactly.
Right. So again, legally they ban you or not, they are banning you as a political party. So even some of the, if somebody is happy that, we are not on the paper, that's not the reason for joy, because it's the other way. It's the other way around. So whether you are banned or whether you are not, I think the only clever response is, again, as you said, that you take to the street, because this is the only thing that you can't operate on the ground as a party, so you go underground. That's the thing. But if you go underground alone, that's also the wrong decision. Whoever is concerned about this, and I think that every single party, minus Gaharia's party, which does not exist, that was effectively abolished when they entered the parliament, basically themselves did that. So all these parties have to unite their human financial and technical resources, together with the other groups and people who are basically demonstrating and resisting the regime, to form united resistance front or united resistance, movement, and start resisting with all possible, peaceful means, until you take the country to a state when it is impossible to run. So this is the way out I see. This is the only way out that I see at the moment. Anything else, if you individually decide to, my party is going to do this, or the other party, or we don't agree on this, and everything will be wrong because it wouldn't lead anywhere.